Weird food again.
It's not weird, it's delicious.
Leia's right. Everything's been great.
Oh, when you're young like you two, everything tastes good.
And when you're as old as you are, you complain about everything.
I'm not complaining. I just want to eat something normal. You know, scrambled eggs or something.
Ah, I understand. You want your mother's home cooking. The older a person gets, the more they crave the food from their youth.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
I wonder what home cooking is like.
Oh, my apologies.
Adults can't help but get nostalgic over these things. Elise, never forget that weird food you just had. That way, when you're an adult, you'll always remember this moment.
As if she'd ever want to remember you, Alvin. Right, Elise?
But please don't forget about old Rowan.
I promise I'll remember everyone, for as long as I live.
Even if she'd rather forget a certain someone.
Thanks, Elise.
You don't want to pay Balan a visit?
Why? Are you hoping to hear one of his humiliating stories about my past?
The more you bring it up, the more curious we get.
I imagine you must know lots of embarrassing stories about Alvin.
I do. In fact, embarrassing stories might be the only Alvin stories I know. This I gotta hear. Shall I tell you one?
One more word and you're dead to me forever.
Well now, this is a conundrum. I know. How about a bet?
Truly an Olympian's answer to everything.
Now, Alfred, you know better than that. Gambling is a long and proud Olympian tradition. It has some bad points, but it has good ones, too.
Would we be betting money?
Certainly not. We can choose to bet anything we like. For example, we could bet on whether or not you can find a light leaf clover. If you can, you win, and I'll air out some of Alfred's dirty laundry. What's a light leaf clover? It's a clover with golden leaves that grows on the sides of roads.
Olympians consider it a good luck charm. I've heard they once grew along Rasal High Road.
Then this should be a piece of cake. You got yourself a bet, buddy.
So betting is a hallowed Olympian tradition? I'm a little intrigued myself.
Okay, let's go check out Rasal High Road.
Hey, wait a minute. It's been ages since a light leaf clover was seen on the high road, and some say they might be extinct.
Alfred, are you really going to waste my magnanimity?
This is why I hate gambling.
Sounds like our best chance to find a light leaf clover is on the Rusal High Road.
It's a clover with sun-colored leaves, right? Let the hunt begin!
Is this a light leaf clover?
Yeah, that's it. Damn it, Balan told me these things were extinct.
Extinct? You thought they were extinct and let us bet anyway?
No, I just... well... yeah, basically.
Well, all's well that ends well. It's a miracle!
We've traveled to an entirely different world, and this is what qualifies as a miracle to you?
Damn, I thought we got them all, but it looks like we missed one. You there, hand over that clover if you know what's good for you.
Huh? Who the heck are you? We found this fair and square.
If anyone else finds a clover, we lose our bet. If you won't hand it over, we'll take it by force.
Squall shot! Take this! Tiger blade! Squall shot! Provide support. Ready when you are. Lightning tiger blade! Moonlight crest! Take this! Cross cleave! Not yet! Not yet! Hero Surf! Ready when you are! Quake Breaker! Who's next? And that's a wrap.
Why would they just attack us like that? And what did they mean about a bet?
Wait a minute.
Do you know something?
Best not to talk out here. Let's go back to Balan's.
Yes! Now we get to hear an embarrassing story about Alvin!
This is why I hate gambling.
Let's bring the light-leaf clover back to Balan.
And then we get our story. This is gonna be good.
Holy, I can't believe you actually found a light-leaf clover. If we'd have bet money, you'd have made a killing.
All right, make with the embarrassing stories.
Oh well, a bet's a bet.
Which one are you going to tell them?
Let's make it the one about this very clover. When Alvin was 5 years old, he wanted to do something for Aunt Leticia's, for his mother's birthday. He came up with the idea of giving her a crown made entirely out of light-leaf clovers.
Sounds like that could be difficult.
Right, even back then they were quite hard to find. So little Alvin thought long and hard about what to do. After a lot of thought, he came up with the idea of painting regular clovers the color of light-leaf clovers.
That's brilliant!
Is it? He gave it to Leticia before the paint was dry, and she ended up getting it all over her hair. Alvin was even more surprised at this than Leticia was, and he started bawling his eyes out. Out of habit, he buried his face in her hair as he tried to apologize, and ended up getting paint all over his face, too. The end.
That's so cute!
That was a wonderful story.
You really loved your mother, didn't you, Alvin?
I'll get you for this, Balan.
Talking about Leticia has put me in the mood for one of her peach pies. Oh, they were absolute perfection. I'd give anything for one more bite, but unfortunately, it's not to be.
Balan, you hang on to those memories. She may never have made it back to Elympios, but at least we can keep her memory alive.
Even if you asked me to, I could never forget about her. Or about you, naturally.
I'm glad I made it back.
Pop quiz! How many people do you think live in one of those giant houses in Triglav?
Have you always liked pop quizzes this much? I've never noticed after all this time. Oh, I know. Did your love of pop quizzes awaken while I was dead?
She's always liked pop quizzes.
Oh.
There was a family of cows beneath the tree at the top of the hill, with one bull and 2 sows. That's Muse's voice!
I thought Muse was with Gaius.
We should check inside.
No, wait. There's a human in there with her. We need to be careful.
When Billy found them, he said, "Hey, which one's the wife and which one's the mistress?" What kind of story is this? What are you doing?
Let's go. Where's Muse? I know she was here.
I don't know. Are you friends of hers? Did Muse leave already? Are you okay?
You seem a little bit off, Granny.
Muse must have gone out the window.
Are you better now? Yes, sweetheart. Thank you.
Your eyes.
I appreciate your concern, dear.
Can you see us?
I can sense you. I may be blind to light, but I've learned how to see other things.
I need to ask you something. I know Muse was here. What was she doing?
Before I answer, could you explain to me why you're so interested in her?
Well,
Mila's Muse's sister.
Elise.
Shh. Let's just make this easy for everyone, okay?
Muse's sister? Yes. Very well, since it sounds like you don't mean Muse any harm. I first met her 5 years ago when my daughter and I were involved in a terrible accident. Muse happened to be there, and she saved my life. Unfortunately, my daughter was not so lucky.
She saved your life?
She told me she only did it on a whim. But even though I had survived, I had lost my will to live. My beloved daughter, who had read to me every day, was gone. But one day, I asked Muse if she would read to me instead. And she said yes? She did, but I could tell that she hated it at first. Just another of her whims, I suppose.
No way!
I can't believe it.
She is a very kind girl, you know. And a little bit timid, but I suppose that's true of most girls her age. I'm sure you have your reasons for chasing her. I certainly won't try to stop you. But if I may, I'd ask that you please try not to hurt her. Mila?
I understand how you feel.
Good. That's wonderful.
Why are you smiling?
I'm just relieved to hear that.
No way! I can see now! Thank you so much!
Oh, really? That's wonderful.
Wait, aren't you from Riza Maxia?
You all are too?
How did you get here?
Hey, can you believe it? I can see now! It's all thanks to this Spyrite this lady made for me!
They're already making Spyrites?
This must be Balan's doing.
Whoa, this place is amazing!
We're getting some very valuable data here, all thanks to the cooperation of these Riza Maxians.
Have you learned something?
Oh yes, many things. For example, we've confirmed that Elympians and Riza Maxians are biologically identical.
Really? But I thought Olympians didn't have manalobes.
As it turns out, Olympians have the same manalobe region that Riza Maxians do. The only difference is that ours has devolved to the point where it no longer functions.
Makes sense. Sometimes you got the lucky ones who can still use arts without Spyrites.
It's very, very rare, of course. They're usually famous entertainers or religious figures.
So why did your manalobes devolve in the first place?
One reason is that we no longer needed to use them once we developed Spyrites. But the biggest reason
Is that Maxwell took all the people with developed manalobes when he created Riza Maxia.
Correct. In legends, this is referred to as the Great Departure. When Riza Maxia's existence was confirmed, and we learned that the legend was true, it was a huge surprise, not just in scientific circles, but to all people of Olympios.
So basically, we're all the same kind of human, and we're all from the same world, right? Then I'm sure we can all work together, just like you guys are doing here. Oh. What's the matter?
Wait a minute. How did these people get to Elympios?
Well,
Given the current circumstances, there is only one possible explanation.
They were brought here under duress after your military invaded Riza Maxia, correct?
What's duress?
As an Olympian, I apologize for the actions of our military. But I promise you their rights have not been violated. They're cooperating with us of their own free will.
What else could we do? There's no way for us to go home.
Really? I kinda like it here, to be honest with you. Back there, I was just a fisherman. But here, I can help save an entire world. If this research succeeds, the repercussions will be huge. Right, Dr. Balan?
Absolutely. And I'll make sure you're properly rewarded for your cooperation.
We don't need your rewards. Just get us back to Rizamaxia. I know what we're doing here could help the people of this world. But is it so crucial that you had to rob us of our lives?
I know we're acting very selfish here. I do understand. But we Olympians are quickly reaching a point where we may not survive without help. Please, help us.
I'm sorry. No, I shouldn't have said that. This shouldn't have been one of the first things for you to see. I'm sorry.
I've never seen Balan so desperate.
But the Rizamaxians do have a point.
Yeah.
In the end, we're all human. I guess that's what makes this so difficult.
Guys, he looks pretty angry. Totally!
It has quite the conviction, moving such power in its current state.
No, that is not conviction. It's merely hanging on to the bloodlust of war. We can only help by ending its misery.
I'll help, Toad.
Home strike! I can still fight.
Don't worry.
Ready? Got it. Demonic chaos!
Force wave!
That's no good.
Let's do this! Dragon power!
Take this!
Sharpening pulse! Get him!
Now!
Now!
Beast! Now!
Take this! Not yet!
Come, Spirit! Protect me, okay? Embrace fortitude.
Now! Ready?
Got it!
Show courage! Focus!
Finish them off!
Now!
Gather the spirit's strength.
Moon snap!
Elemental pulse.
Home strike!
Don't worry.
Dragon shot! Fall!
Gather towards the
Wall
light.
shot!
Nurse! Heal! Protect me, okay?
Cross cleave! No break?
Protect me, okay?
Ready?
Ready for this?
Come, Spirit!
Force wave! Home strike! Rising Falcon!
Protect me, okay? Blaze! Don't worry! I'll help! Flutter!
Guardian field!
Take
Savage roar!
Spirits flutter!
Rising Falcon! Ready? Fly! Diving Falcon!
Daring the bit?
Rod quick!
Don't worry! Towards the light! Spirits flutter!
Beat! Shot! Claw shot! Dragon shot!
Daring the beauty.
Savage roar! Moonlight cleft!
Embrace fortitude!
One!
Got it.
Show courage! Steel!
Tiger blade!
Protect me, okay? Come,
Focus!
Take this!
Now!
Cross cleave!
Wall shot! Savage roar! That's one!
Got it.
Show courage!
Don't worry!
Demonic chaos!
Force wave! Diving Falcon! Infernal dance! Sharpening pulse! Savage roar! Strike! Final fury! Now!
Take this!
Please take me, okay?
Stay on guard! No break?
Focus! Ready?
Fully charged!
Force wave! Rising Falcon! Dragon shot! Swallow dance! Rising Falcon! Savage roar!
No breaks?
Now! Steel! Now! Whirling snap!
Keep them away! Gather the spirits!
Now! Rising Falcon! Hit! Focus! Savage roar!
Not yet! Not yet!
Demon fist! Now!
Stay on guard!
Still fight! Home strike!
The guard's down.
That's one!
Got it.
Show courage!
Man, are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold shoulder.
monster just now had a weapon integrated into its body. That must have been one of the artificial monsters that the storyteller told us about. One was bad enough. Are there really 5 more of those things out there?